All right, folks, you've heard this. The economy is slowly turning around, but many people out there are still looking for work, of course. Have you ever sat there at home thinking, I wish I could just work out of the house, maybe create something online, sell something online, create a service? Well, that's what our next guest is here for this morning. We have Robert Cerrone from ArizonaWebDesignServices.com. And you basically say, Robert, there's things online that can help you make your own money. It's not that hard. You just need to know where to look.
That's it. That's absolutely correct. Basically, there's several things you can do online. Basically, it's starting with what you've got.
Okay.
You've got, if we look at an example here, here's a blog that a mom started with her kids, started talking about different types of things, and now this blog, for instance, has 93,000 hits a month. She's
Wow.
selling advertising space on there. And advertising space, blogs are real good for selling advertising right now because so many people are getting their information from blog sites.
Sure.
Everybody's into the opinions and that type of thing. So selling advertising is a good way to go. Another example here is Practical Saver. This is a lady who started her own shopping list comparing coupons. This is, pre-coupon sense. She started selling this stuff, and now what she does is she sells a subscription to her list.
Okay.
She sends out the list once a week. It gives you all the savings, all the coupons attached to it. But here on her website, she's got printable coupons, and you can sign up with Red Plum. You can sign up with some of these grocery coupons, and every time somebody prints out a coupon, you get a kickback.
Okay.
So there is a way to make money that way. Here's another one, Circa Couture. This is a lady who she makes her own handmade jewelry. She started it by doing jewelry for people who had problems. She has like a Parkinson's disease bracelet,
neat.
for a solidarity bracelet, and she makes all this stuff by hand. This is a website. You can go to GoDaddy. There's a monthly fee for something like this. It's all pre-set up and that type of thing. You just pop in the pictures, pop in the description and the price. A lot of people go with different types of other options. For instance, this is Bright Alternatives. This is a life coach here in Arizona, and what she does is she hand makes these what she calls emotional healing cards, and she uses Google to create these buttons. It takes like just a minute or two per button. She puts them on there, and she sells these cards one at a time or in a set. So Google is a good way to start that off. It pre-does everything for you.
How large of a business is the web-based business right now?
It can be many different. I mean, it could be just a ton of different sizes. It just depends on how you advertise yourself, how much play you got out there. Most of the time, something like with the handmade jewelry, it was like, hey, I'm making this jewelry, I'm handing out to family and friends, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, I got some people who want to start paying for it. Well, you start going everything from there. The best example that I have is I read an article about a year ago about a lady who she owns a couple acres. I think it's here in Arizona, and she sells tumbleweeds. She has small, medium, and large.
Yep, you can sell tumbleweed?
Tumbleweeds blow through her acreage, and she sells these tumbleweeds, and she makes about $5,000 a month off selling just tumbleweeds that blow through her acreage.
Who knew tumbleweed was worth that much?
Exactly.
All right, so someone's watching this saying, okay, I have similar ideas. I have all these great things that I'd like to do. Where do you even get stared? How do you know? Do you need to hire somebody to help you create a website?
You could not totally, not really. I mean, you could go to something like this, where you have your own website. This is, utilizing Google, for instance, to sell just services. You could do the same thing here. This person's using Google, and they're selling merchandise that's held by somebody else. So when it's sold off this website, it's shipped out by another company. He's just kind of a middleman.
He's a middleman.
Yeah, a lot of people are going that route where they're doing like a drop ship program.
And how much money are these folks making? I mean, and I'm sure it varies, but what's the lowest and what's the high end on a web-based business?
Anywhere from a couple $100 a month to over $10,000 a month.
Wow.
I think the easiest way to get started is to use PayPal or to use Google.
Okay.
Because you can just, like with Google here, you can type in the information, you click, you create the button code, you copy, you paste it onto your website.
It's really that easy?
And it's that easy. It puts the shopping cart in there and everything. PayPal, you see it all over the place. Create a buy now button, just pop it on your website.
So are they handling the money and the sales? It's going through whether it's Google or PayPal that you use, or do you have to handle all that? You
usually will have to handle all that. Like I said, unless you sign up with like a drop ship program where you don't touch the product, you basically sell it and that type of thing. The other thing you could do is go to you can start an eBay store, $15 a month. You start up an eBay store, you can start selling stuff like that. In that scenario, the best thing to do is you've got your own website, 4 or 5 home, about us, services, then you put a shop online. They click on the shop online, then it goes straight to the eBay store. Everything's
Okay.
hosted there, the payments are handled there, and everything else. But it's really easy to get started online and start generating some revenue. Just like everybody says, someone's got a story inside of
Sure.
them. You know, everybody's got, you know, some type of product or service that they can offer to people,
Well,
and they
Robert,
can sell it really
thank you
easily.
so much
Sure.
for shedding some light on this.
No problem.
There's a lot
No
to cover, and I know we can
It
go
is,
over
I know.
more. So if you'd like to get a hold of Robert to find out more about him, again, it's ArizonaWebDesignServices.com. He can help you do something like this. It's all on our website at azfamily.com. Thank you very much,
Thank
Robert.
you. Thank